So differential voting rights, where it is mentioned under section 43. Now, first of all, what is the differential voting rights or differential rights? Both the kinds of questions are possible in exam. Differential voting rights and differential rights. Answer will remain as it is. Look, basically, I would say, what was the motive behind this kinds of provision? Just imagine, from India, you can take, suppose, 100 crore rupees investment from the Indian people. But what if I tell you that even if you can enjoy 100 crore rupees share capital from the Indian people, but their voting rights would be just the 20%? Isn't it the great motivation for all those foreign investors who want to come here? They can take 100% share capital wise, but as far as the voting power of their 100 crores concerned, it is representing just the 20% of the total. So just, I would say, just to impress the foreign investors, this differential voting rights concept is introduced in the Companies Act 2013. So guys, yes, it is today possible that even if you have the two shares, but your voting rights are only what? Two, or sometimes even zero. In fact, I want to tell you, sometimes in exam, if they do ask a question, they tell me, if the company wishes to issue the equity shares without having voting rights, what is the process? Do not get confused. Over there, what you need to write? Differential voting rights rules. Am I clear? Bolo. Alright guys, so let's quickly go for that. First of all, your articles of association must provide it. Am I clear? Second, what you need to understand is, like, you have to pass the ordinary resolution for this. Even if you are inviting outsiders, I think first time it is ordinary resolution. However, in yesterday's class, if you know, we tried to understand that whenever you are introducing the outsider shareholders to the company, every time you were forced to go for special. But nahi, यहाँ पे ordinary है. Look at the facility given to them. Am I clear? Next is the limit. Limit. What is the maximum limit? Maximum limit, that I will tell you. And what are the rights of such equity shareholders? So rights would be same like other members, except what? Voting. As far as the voting is concerned, the rights would be differ, because that's what the main feature is. Now, conversion. Next question is about the conversion. Whether differential voting rights later on can be converted to normal voting rights. Differential voting rights later on can be converted to the normal voting rights, but the answer to that question is no, conversion is not allowed. It is not possible, it is not allowed. Am I clear in everyone's mind till this topic? Okay guys, so let's read a few rules what it is trying to say. Quickly हम उसको जाएंगे. So no company limited by shares shall issue the equity shares with differential voting rights as to dividend or the votings or any other things unless it complies with the following conditions. The first condition is provision in what? Articles. It must have to be authorized by what? पारस मेडिटेट कर रहा है क्लास में. क्या बात है, क्या हुआ, रात को नींद नहीं हुई ठीक से? ऑर्डिनरी रिजोल्यूशन. ठीक है. Now, if you are listed company, then you have to pass this ordinary resolution by postal ballot. Postal ballot is actually provided under section 110, and that I will discuss while taking the general meeting chapter, not right now. Now, this is what the new amendment, it is come. Earlier, I would say the point was different, now the point is different. The C point is talking about the maximum power. It is written that the voting power in respect of the shares with the differential rights of the company shall not exceed 74% of the total voting power. So let me tell you, Ucha, out of 100% total votes, the law is trying to say that differential voting rights, voting through differential voting right maximum shall be how much? 74%. It cannot exceed beyond that. 26 किसका रहेगा? Normal का. Am I clear? It is still a lot of, I would say, favor even. Out of total voting rights, maximum you can go for the 74%, not beyond that. What if it was 75 instead of 70? तो बट आप समझो कंपनी would go completely in the foreigner hands because SR की limit क्या है? Then what is the use of this remaining 25%? If they vote or they do not vote, what makes difference? Nothing. So at least 1% monopoly is kept in the hands of the other. Am I clear? All right. So here it is 74%. Okay. Now the company which has defaulted filing financial statements and annual returns for the 3 financial years back to back, then they cannot go for the differential voting. So these are, I would say, certain prohibitions. If you have failed in the payment of the declared dividend, redemption of the preference shares, or the mature deposits, or the debenture, you cannot go for differential voting rights. Am I clear? So actually, what happened is, you see, AOA, ordinary resolution, maximum limit. Okay. After then, rights, conversion, and prohibition. And prohibition. So under what circumstances you can't do? Once you complete this, your short note is over. Am I clear to all of you? If this question comes to your exam, will you be able to answer? लिख पाओगे? अरे बोलो भाई. ठीक है बच्चा.